right now I'm standing on like one of the main access points to this property. We got a road coming in. But one of the problems that we're facing is there's a lot of runoff coming off this cliff, and all the water's coming down and it's collecting in this pond and it's running and it's just flooding all this roadway. So what the plan is that we're gonna cut a swale in and redirect the water where we want it to go, which would be across the property and drop into the ditch instead of running across the lower road. So Craig's gonna work his magic and make this look like something Picasso did. We have a plan. We're gonna work it. Let's get to it. As you saw before, what our problem was and what we were trying to accomplish, this little bit of a swale here is directing all the water now that's coming down off of that hill right down exactly where we want it. So now that it worked, we're gonna just shape up a little bit of a swale coming down the hill so that it goes where it needs to in one path. So
great success.
Well, right now we had a customer that we're working on site mentioned something about a beaver problem. He asked if we could rectify that. I said, absolutely. Our yard's probably an hour and a half from here. So instead of driving all the way back to get some of the things that we need, we're heading into town right now to Canadian Tire to pick up some chest waders, because I'm sure I'm gonna end up going swimming, but we'll do our best to try and, you know, not get completely soaked.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit!
Looks like I'm gonna have to do some climbing. Good thing I have my working at heights. 12. There. Safety first. Here we go. Be less than 12 bucks. 10 bucks. We're doing good. 2 of them should work just fine. There we go. Thank you very much. Perfect. Now we're in business. Well, right now we've back to, like, I'd say the midpoint on this property, and behind us it's called Lost Lake. And all the water from there is controlled through this sort of pathway. And there's a beaver baffle up here that they've done a number on, so it's not flowing and the water's rising and it's flooding these fields and some stuff like that. So we're gonna get in the water, dig around it, and then make it more of a challenge so that these beavers aren't able to mess with the flow. Doing stuff like this is kind of fun. I guess I've never grown out of playing in the mud. Seems to be flowing not bad right now. I don't know what to say really, because I can see the head of the culvert. I mean, they're doing their best to try and plug it, but there's a bit of a cage on the front of this thing, which it's got shit all over it. Well, what I did is I dug around this before, but you can see obviously, like, there's a pile of shit there. And we are gonna need wire, like if I pull this thing apart, unless we just end up digging around it more and pull the mud off. These won't be good if the water goes over it. If we just take the top off and then get in there. Whew, this is cold water. Let's see if I can get past this without going right up. I definitely can't feel bottom. Oh, oh, hi, oh. It's definitely cold. Barely even keep your hands in it. Yo. Oh, it's pretty deep in there. Oh yeah, you can feel it. It's gonna suck me right through the culvert. Oh, they had got some sticks in there. Well, I guess we might not have needed the excavators, but look at it, it's doing a whirlpool. Yeah, she's just sucking her right in. Be hilarious to see a beaver come up on us for messing with its water flow. Evil little things. Wonder if they're all banding together. Boys, the water's flowing, and we're putting a stop to it. I'll give you $100 if you fucking dive down and sing through that culvert on camera. We'd have to double check to make sure she was, you don't want 28-inch shoulders and a 24-inch pipe. Those dirty beavers won't stand a chance. What's the most beaver you've ever handled? The Great Canadian beavers, they're the good ones. Wonder if we'll end up with beaver fever after this. You ever been bit by a beaver? I shaved a beaver before. Took off its winter coat, made a hat out of it. Silkstone, 1, beavers, 0. So that pretty much sums up another day here on this site. We've been just steadily working at cleaning it all up. We're basically trying to grade it so that when all of like the natural grass and everything grows up, that it might be easier to maintain and people can enjoy it. There'll be walking trails. We were able to go back and do a little work on the lake and mess around with the beavers a bit, which was kind of fun today. Some of the machines are coming out of here. We're expecting some rain, so getting it buttoned up and tidy until we can get back again. Yeah, we'll have a big cleanup. As you can see, that there's some definite mud in the tracks and all over everything, so that will be fun too.